Alright, welcome to my new YouTube channel. This is something completely new for me. Let's see how this is gonna go. So as of today, yes, I've written all my things here, I know. I will be answering a few of you guys' questions that you've been asking me on Instagram. Some of them on Snapchat, but I think we're gonna get into that later. So let's start this over. Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Francesca Assande. I am the CEO, designer and creator of the brand Mulia Swim, which is a swimwear brand. We'll get into that a bit later. So as of now, I'm just gonna introduce myself, just talk a little bit about who I am, what I do and why I'm here. Stay tuned. So I've created this channel for one reason, just to be closer to you guys, just so that we talk a little bit more. I feel like I'm not always on Instagram. I can't really be on my Instagram like 24/7, and I feel like sometimes people will ask me questions, I really want to answer them, but then I want to be more elaborate. Does that make sense? So I've taken notes of a few questions that people have asked me, either in French or in English. I will be doing this video first in English, just so that my English followers, my English sisters get a sense of me, like who I am, what I do, where I come from, and all the good stuff. So let's get it started. I have this mic, I don't really know if it's getting the sound right. Let us pray. Is there face up for voices? Just to give you guys a little update, I'm currently in Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm currently filming this outside for you guys. It's winter in South Africa, so it's maybe like 10 degrees out there, and I'm here recording for you because I love y'all. I love y'all. First question was, what do you do for a living? What do I do for a living? I just breathe, guys. I just breathe. This is what I do for a living. I breathe. No, more seriously, I am the CEO and designer of Mulias. So I am the CEO, I'm the designer, I am the artistic director, the creative director, the marketing manager, whatever you name it, I am that. So I basically am self-employed. I work for my brand and I've been doing so for the past 8 years now. So yeah, this is what I do for a living. It involves a lot of things. I can make a separate video about that where you guys can ask me what goes on in my work day and things like that, no problem. And I'm really focused on that. This is my job, this is what I do all day, every day. Basically, I breathe my brand. So yeah, I don't know if that's the question you really wanted to ask, but this is the answer. Check on me. Second question, the person asked me, what do you like in regular? Okay, I don't really know what you mean by that, but I'm gonna try to answer it in the best way possible. Basically, I love the beach. I love being at the beach. I love fashion. I love to eat plantain. Hello, bad girls, bad love plantain. I like good people. I like honest people. I just love life. Just please give me more details about this because I don't really know how to answer. So yeah. Next, the same person asked me, what do I not like about everything, whether it's in human relationships or work? In general, what I would say is I don't like negativity, I don't like fakeness, I don't like people who are just fake, basically. I don't like people who try to befriend you just so they could get something out of you. I don't like, basically, whatever I don't like is the opposite of what I like. So yeah. Now about work, I hate, and I speak for me as an entrepreneur, I hate when I ask somebody to do something and they do the exact opposite. Like, that I don't like. And everybody I work with, they know I don't like that. I don't like shallow people, honestly, I don't. So yeah. Number four. How would you describe yourself? Well, I think I'm a pretty bitch. More seriously, I think I am a genuine person. I'm very genuine, very honest, very direct. Sometimes too direct, I know. I'm very loving. I care about people who care about me. I love my family. Yeah, I think I'll describe myself as someone who's very go-getter. I'm hardworking. I love to work. I love what I do. I'm very driven, very ambitious, ultra ambitious actually. Except that I would say I'm usually a very happy person. So if you see me with like a front face, it means that I'm hungry, hangry, or something is just annoying me. But also, guys, mind my voice. It's cold and I'm trying not to make too much noise. So keep that in mind. Fifth question. Someone asked me why Saint Cesca as my username. So basically it was a wordplay for Francesca. Saint Cesca, Francesca. You get it. And also because I love Saint Laurent, Yves Saint Laurent. So I was like, let me just say it right. I love Yves Saint Laurent. I love Saint Laurent. So I just picked Saint Cesca. Basically, it just made sense. But we're gonna change that. I told you guys. We are going to change that. Enough. It's enough. Sixth question. Someone asked me, why did you leave China? Basically, why did I leave China for Abidjan? Or why did I go back home? Okay, so basically I was in China for a reason, which was studying. Did that, done that, so so yeah, basically I graduated, so I was finished with college. I tried to perfect my Chinese a little bit, my Mandarin, so I took like a year and a half, I think, classes of I took a year and a half worth of Chinese classes. So yeah, basically when I graduated, I started learning Chinese for like a year and a half. And then I was like, I just need to go home because it's cool, don't get me wrong, but at some point it would get boring because then I've been over these lessons again and again. And then my business was starting to become very demanding. Mind you, at that time in 2019, when I left, it had already been 4 years of me being in business. So I was doing that while going to school. So this was actually the time for me to focus like 100% on this. And this is what I did. So I came back home and it wasn't actually supposed to be like the moving back home type of situation. I was just supposed to be there for like a few months. No, actually before that, I made a study plan. Okay, I was supposed to go like do these short-term courses. I've had so many laid out in New York, in London, all of that. But for some reason, after COVID, I just let go of all of that. Visa appointments were so long, it's so annoying. Yeah, when COVID came, I just waited 1 more year, and then my business was more and more demanding. We've switched business plans and all of that, so I really needed to focus on it 100%, which I did, and here we are. Regarding my business, what I do in Abidjan, we can have like a separate video about that where we talk, where we exchange, and where you guys can ask me questions related to that subject. So yeah, next one. Okay, so this question was in French, but I'm gonna try to like translate it into English. So how do you handle your professional career with your relationships? So this one will always come, right? Let me sit down. Okay. Basically, it depends. What kind of relationship are you referring to? Do you mean friendships? Do you mean romantic relationships? I'll try to like go over these. Maybe family, I don't know. So regarding friendship, honestly, I feel like the older we become, the more annoying this becomes, because we work more and more, so we see each other less, and it's annoying, but it's life. What do you want? Hey. But I think it's very important to have like a work-life balance, honestly, whether it's relationships like romantic ones or friendships or family. I think you need to have like a balance between all of that. I think as a woman, it's pretty hard to juggle all of that, you know, especially if you have like a boyfriend, you have to handle your boyfriend. If you have kids, your kids, your family, mom, dads, and then your friends. So it's not always the easiest thing, and I'm not the best at it, I'm not gonna lie. So I really cannot say what I think, what I don't think. The only thing I can say is that you should have a balance. Everyone should have a balance, that's for sure. So yeah, we're gonna go to the next one because we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more questions. So the person wants to know about my school history. I don't know if that's the right term, but basically where I went to school. Okay. From when? Because I've been places. I've really been places. So for primary school, I went to a Catholic school, actually. This was half of my primary school life, I think. Yes, it was. But honestly, yes, it is deep, because then it's gonna bring up more things to say, and I really want to be direct and answer the questions like bam, bam, bam. So yeah, basically for primary school, I went to a Catholic school. I also went to a Catholic high school, and then I went to La Corniche. Then after high school, I went to China. I went to East China University of Science and Technologies in Shanghai. I did 1 year there, 1 year learning Mandarin, and then I went to Donghua University. Hey Donghua people! So yeah, I went to Donghua for my college. Basically, I did my bachelor there, spent 4 years in university, and then graduate dropout, I guess. After graduating with my bachelor, I haven't been to school. I've only went to one short-term course in fashion. Actually, before going back home, like I was saying, I went to short-term Mandarin classes. I feel like my battery is dying. What's happening? Why are you? Anyways, so I did that, and then I came back home, and then the year after I went for like a fashion studio course, and that's pretty much it. Life advice as a woman. That is a lot. What do you want to know? What would you want to know? I think I'm gonna come back to this one last. So 10th question. I need to drink water. I'll be back. So we are back and have like a glass of champagne. Cheers to the first episode. So my necklace wasn't even, oh, you guys. Here we go. Assez by Assez. This is also from a constant. I didn't mean to insult you guys, I promise. So, okay, this one is actually from them as well. The Assez by Assez one. I don't know if you can see it. And these ones, I've got them from Cocody. They're like super nice, so shiny. So next question was, okay, how to embrace your femininity. It first starts with loving yourself.
You've gotta love yourself before anyone else does.
You really have to love yourself. You need to actually love yourself for you to feel that much comfortable to feel like a woman in your own body, pretty much. You have to love yourself to the highest possible level, and for that you need to do a lot of self-discovery. You need to discover who you are as a person, not just as a woman, but as a person. You need to know who you are. You need to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you'll never be able to express yourself, because what are you going to express? You don't even know. You really need to know who you are as a person and who you are as a woman. As a woman of, I don't know, whether you're 18, 20, 25, 30, 40, you need to know who you are. Like, if you're a woman, you have femininity in you. You do have that in you. And how you can express it, basically, you can express it through clothes, through your posture, through your work, through everything, basically. And for me as a person, I express it through the way I dress, through the way I act, and through the way I basically act, pretty much. I know who I am as a person. I'm very confident. I know what kind of clothes suits me, what kind of clothes don't suit me. If I don't feel comfortable with a certain outfit, I'll most probably will not be confident. Therefore, you just look like, You know, people can tell when you feel uncomfortable. And as a woman, you need to feel comfortable in your own skin. And that's pretty much what I have to say about this. We're going to have discussions about all things women, all things girl stuff and all of that. But for you yourself and how to embrace your own femininity is really loving yourself, loving everything you do for you and just for you. Love yourself. Why? What the Mom! Oui.
A few moments later.
So, someone asked me for money management advice. Hey, darling, I do not manage money. No, listen, I cannot give a specific advice. I mean, everyone will tell you save. So please save money. As for me, I'm still learning. I'm honestly still learning how to manage my money. I'm still learning how to manage my business. So I don't think I'm in a position to give anyone money advice. Honestly, I can't. Yeah, sorry. One of the last questions was, as a young student, so as a young woman who's a student, how do you become a woman? Oh, my darling, my darling, my darling. One advice I will always give to young women who are like students, university students, college students, whatever, please try to live alone. Please. Please. Like, I insist, you really need to know how to live alone for at least a year, let's say 6 months even. Honestly, you really learn a lot about yourself when you live alone. So this is one of the first advice I would give to any girl who's 18 to 20 to I don't know what. It's really one advice that I would give you. If you have the opportunity to live by yourself while you're studying, please do. Learning about yourself is actually the first step into being or becoming a woman, especially the woman that you want to be, you know. I would say that as a young woman, you need to know your priorities. You need to have them in check. You need not to flinch at any given moment. Try not to be easily influenced by other people's choices or opinions. This is one of the biggest advice that I can give you, honestly. You need to know your priorities. If you are studying in order to get a better future, please do it and focus on it. Please do. Boys, they will come, they'll go. They'll come, they'll go. They always do. Even when you're 30, they'll come and they'll go. I'm not 30 yet, but hey, that's what I've heard. Get your paper, get your license, get your diploma, get your degree, everything. On top of that, I would add, you need to also know your value. I think we can talk about everything related to women and how we develop and everything, but I feel like this doesn't really relate to who I am so much. Like, I'm not, you know, since this video was really to be informative and very, like, I was trying to introduce myself to you guys and also answering to some questions. I think we're gonna come back to this subject in the next videos. Definitely, yes, we're gonna do that. In the meantime, this has been very fun answering your questions. Trying to think of anything else that I can tell you regarding me, what I do. So basically, I was born in Abidjan. I've lived there until I was 16, and then I moved to China, where I've lived for like 7 years, and then I went back home. I came back home, so basically that's it. I have a swimwear brand, you guys know that. I work for my brand, the brand works for me. I travel a lot, so most of the time I am not in Ivory Coast. I'm just somewhere in the world, baby, living life. I think that's it. We did pretty good, huh? For the first time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back very soon with another one. For my French speakers, I will come back. We'll get into more interesting stuff. We're gonna talk business, we're gonna talk life, we're gonna talk boys, travel, soft life, luxury life, fashion, obviously, because fashion is business and business is fashion. And yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.